Hi, my name is Sebastian Edwards. I go to Lincoln High School. I'm a pitcher. I'm a 2022 grad. I also hit, and I'm signed with Sac State.
We're gonna go right into it. You just threw a no hitter.
Yeah, no.
Let's have a good conversation about that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about. Let's start with how the day started. Do you have superstitions going on? Do you have like thought processes before you're going to go out and pitch? What's your day kind of start off with before you pitch, and what had actually happened that day before you went out?
All right, so before every start or game, pretty much, I always eat the same thing. Like, it has to be the same thing, or else I'll get like screwed up. But to be honest, the day, like, I didn't feel that good. Like, my arm, I was like, I don't even know if I can throw today. So it was just one of those things, like, you just get out there. I mean, I was playing long toss. I was like, oh God, I'm not gonna be able to stretch this out. And then I just got to the game, and it just all went from there, and things just fell into place.
You're in the middle of the thing. At what point did you know that you were on? Like, what part of the game you're like, man, I've got these guys.
Probably the second inning when I threw the first slider, I was like, okay, so my stuff is all working today. I mean, and the fastball, I feel like the fastball is just always going to be there for me. So that's just one pitch that I can always go to.
You just throw the no-hitter during the game.
Yeah.
How many people actually came up to you and talked to you during the game?
I mean, we're all pretty close in there, so I don't really think people like took it as a big deal. I mean, I didn't really take it as a big deal. I mean, it was just another game. So, but I had a couple people come up to me and like tell me I had a no hitter. I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, you gotta stop talking about that. And then, but yeah, I mean, it was just one of those days. It was like bound to happen. So,
you talked about being a Sac State commit. You get your first phone call from Reggie Christensen, who's the head coach at Sac State.
Yeah.
What was that for you?
I mean, honestly, I've already had like a good relationship with the other coaches on the coaching staff before I got to talk to Reggie, so I felt like it felt right. I mean, I felt like I connected with him, and I just feel like I have a great like personal relationship with all the coaches. I mean, I played with a lot of them last summer, so we know each other and we can have like a genuine conversation together.
So through all your travel ball, Dominican ball, high school ball, for you, what's been the most memorable moments?
Ooh, I mean, you get to meet a lot of people along the way. You meet some people that you don't know are going to be like huge pieces in your pathway to success. So I just feel like I don't take anybody that I meet for granted. So just if you're along for the journey, you're along for the journey, and
Yeah.
that's how it's going to be. So I feel like just the meeting people part is really fun for me.
Could you tell me some hitters around the league that when they come up, the intensity comes up?
Definitely Malcolm Moore. Last year, I played against Malcolm Moore. It was probably the highest my heart rate's ever been on the mound. I mean, I didn't give up a home run, but I did walk him, and I felt like that was a success for me. He also got a hit off me, but at least he didn't take me 400 feet. So.
Yeah, true. What do you do well?
What do I do well? I feel like I'm very. I rely on myself well. I mean, I feel like I can wake up in the morning and I'll have a set list of things to do, and I'll make sure that I get that done.
Nice.
Like, it has to be done before I do anything else.
What would you do differently?
What would I do differently? Definitely, given the chance, I'd definitely mentally train better. I feel like that's something that I don't do as well. I mean, I feel like it's a really important part of the game, but I definitely don't do it enough. The mental training side, but the physical training side, I do really well. I'd go back and mentally train better.
Last question. What do you need to work on?
What do I need to work on? Definitely, I want to work on the command of my pitches. Like, you call a spot and it's going to be at that spot 100% of the time. That's hard to do, but it's a goal, and it's a goal that needs to happen in the collegiate baseball area. So.
Would you consider yourself a pitcher yet, or still a thrower?
I'd say I'm definitely transitioning into the pitcher role. Everybody wants to have the velo and stuff, but if you can have the velo and the command, that just makes you 10 times better.
At your age, if you're throwing 88, 89, you're still in good
Oh yeah,
shape.
yeah, for sure.
So, where are you throwing right now?
I've topped out around 94, sitting about 89 to 93.
Nice. So you're 7'12". You're throwing, 94. Whew. All downhill, right?
Yeah,
we talked about, somebody that, like you said, you're sweating if you're facing them. What about the kids that you just own them?
Oh,
Like,
man.
what's that like? Do you see it in their eyes? Do you see it in the way that they approach the plate when you see this kid walk up? You're like, I own this kid. What is it, kind of the tells that you see in a player that's just afraid to face you? And are there tells of players that just feel like they're confident against you, and you're like, okay, I got to take this kid a little harder?
Well, the thing that I like to do is confidence is always a big part in my game. I feel like once I step on the mound, I mean, nobody's going to touch me. That's the way you have to feel in order to have success. Just think it and do it. But yeah, you can definitely tell the ones that are just like, you can tell when they like back up in the box and they'll be off the line. It's kind of funny, but it's something just to look at. I mean, but yeah, confidence is always a big part in the game, and I feel like if you get in the box, you're not going to get a hit against me. That's the way I have to feel in order to have success.
What advice would you give a young Sebastian?
Ooh, don't quit, because there was a time when I almost did quit baseball. So yeah, I mean, just don't quit, keep pursuing it, and just good things will happen. Just believe in yourself.
Are there certain pitches that you wouldn't pitch in a game that you're having fun playing with right now?
Over the summer, I like playing around with a splitter. That was fun to just throw around, but I would never throw that in a game again. I threw it a little bit in summer, and it got banged around a little bit, and then Reggie was like, oh, okay, we're gonna bang that. We're gonna go straight to a changeup.
What type of a hitter are you?
I mean, my approach this year has just been to swing out of my shoes. I mean, just have fun, pretty much. I mean, I don't know how much I'm gonna get to hit in college, so it's just like let the dogs out and see how far we can hit it every time.
Has there been moments at all that you've like helped your own, your own game as far as you're pitching and then you're hitting?
Oh, definitely.
So
yeah.
what are some of the great moments where you're like, you helped yourself out?
I had two this year. So the first game against Whitney, it was a 0-0 game until about the fourth, and I was hitting, and I hit a home run. We were up like 1-0, but that fell apart sadly. So, and then the second part was against Placer. I think it was like in the second. I think I hit a solo shot. It was 1-0 until about the fifth, and then we broke it open 1-6-0. So, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's just to give that team the momentum. A home run can really break that open. So,
what's it been like with the new coach?
Yeah, I feel like we connect really well. I mean, he's always coming up to me, asking me how I feel and what I feel we should do as a team. And I feel like he really wants to go through me and see what's happening. I mean, and yeah, I feel like we have a great relationship, and he wants to win, I want to win. It's just when that gets together, it's really cool.